Hi there. My name is Johnny Slack, and I've been sharing my music since going through a really hard time in my life, and my depression and everything that I finally have been able to. And it's still I got a ways to go, but I'm sharing because I've lost people in my life to suicide, and it changed everything about me for a while and forever in some ways. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but I've never been that good at talking to a camera. I'm more interested in talking to a person. But I'm going to try because through all my music and through everything I've been going through, you guys have been very supportive towards me and all my friends that I've made through this beautiful life that we walk. That's very challenging at times. It just made me realize that I also want to make sure that through my music I share the best I can. I try to share what I'm feeling inside, and sometimes it's not always coherent or clear, and that's okay because that's part of life. And time is the great healer, and I know my purpose, and it's always been my purpose, even though I have not been perfect and I've made many mistakes. My purpose on this earth is to share compassion and love with other people and to get to know people for who they really are, their spirits, and help in any way possible if I can through friendship and encouragement for them to be their best selves and for us to see this beautiful world that we live in that can be even way more beautiful if we just open up our eyes to the fact that we're here today in this existence, and it's incredible. But also, there's a lot of people out there that need help, and it's not their fault. They weren't given the same cards as everybody else when they started out, and we really have a lot of healing to work on. And so I have a lot of healing to do, and so the things that I've went through now, in age, maturity, maybe, but more not really so much maturity in age, to be honest. That plays a part, sure. Like I said, time is a healer, but there's a level of understanding now. Like I always seen people's pain or their doubts in themselves, and I always just wanted to take it out any way possible. And just because for myself, I felt that all the time, and I know how it felt. I didn't know how to take it out for myself, but I knew how to do it for others because I seen it. I seen the good deeds and the things that I've done and the friends that I've made and all the support now that I have. That shows me, like, I know my heart, but I have to be honest with everyone and say that we all make mistakes, and we have to learn to forgive ourselves and forgive others. And so I recently lost my partner and best friend. We were together for 5 years. I let things get the best of me eventually, and I'll try and share this in this song here. But the realization that I want to share is that I don't want to hold on to the ending. I want to look at the journey. My wife, she was the first person that's ever loved me that way and ever gave me that time of day. Where I always longed for it. I didn't know how to establish that. I knew how to make friends, and I knew how to encourage people and how to just be myself, even though at times when I was weak or felt insecure, which is most of my life, I struggled with it, and I overcame a lot of it too, all on my own. It wasn't easy. Sometimes it was months and months and months in my room by myself, just cursing the heavens, cursing life to a certain degree, and wondering why I have to feel this way and why I have to go through all this. But I'm thinking that the reason why is because that's also how we grow and how we can get closer to our true selves, which is love, compassion, and community, family. There's a time and a place, and there's always a time when we can make the wrongs right again. And that is a strong message that I really wish I can portray in this song, is making our wrongs right, acknowledging the part that everyone plays in our lives, people, even as simple as the mailman. Just appreciate people, appreciate this life, and appreciate yourself more importantly, because most things that we see is just a reflection of within us. And I had to go through those journeys because I didn't really choose to, but I've also lost like close people to me as well to suicide, and I know other people that have, and I know people that just lost people to accidents, or like, and it's not that I want to focus in on our traumas. It's just that that's when our spirits and our souls were shaken, and to see some people that have just persevered and conquered to do beautiful things in this world is uplifting and hopeful. But more importantly, I realized after that just being nice to people and being a good person wasn't always enough. Being truthful was more important, because if people only ever see me as a symbol of a strength of some sort, or like a loving guy, but didn't know that deep down when I went home every day, I still like had so much self-doubt and insecurities. Even every day, even when I was doing nice things for people, I would just kind of cloud it over, and there were so many thoughts, and my brain sometimes goes very fast too. Like, I'm always pacing and moving around, and I love my mind, I love my soul, I love my spirit, and I keep learning from my mistakes, and I'm going to keep doing that. And I just, if this could connect to anybody in this world, and more importantly, even my ex-wife, to just embrace ourselves and let love in, my mission would be accomplished then, because I'm gonna live the rest of my life and get it to people in life, the human spirit and the experience. And I'm gonna take my lessons and my wrongs and my faults and the things that I've done wrong, and I'm gonna turn them around to blessings, because I can do that. And I'm gonna hopefully inspire and help others to do the same, because they already have the strength within. We just need good people so that we can see a reflection of the truth. I only ever wanted to search for what people loved and what made them them and what made them unique, and I just wanted to help encourage that. There was times when I was competitive and I thought, oh no, but those were times where I was struggling, and then I realized that it's not a competition. This life is definitely not a competition. It's not about things, materialism, money. It's not about popularity or how many women or men you can sleep with or any of that kind of stuff. No, it's not. There's so much more. So don't settle for less. Don't get stuck up in the vices. Don't be always so hard on people that are projecting their pain. Try to understand it, try to take it in, and try to just show them what's beautiful inside of them, what's beautiful inside of you. And one way that we can do that is by being true and truthful to ourselves and honest, and then no one will ever take it away. And I hope that message rings true to anybody that's going through a hard time, that's lost someone, anyone that's just doesn't feel like they have a place in this world, or doesn't feel like they can make it through the hardships that they're facing, or the losses, or their mistakes, or like the way that they look at themselves. Just know that there is always a way to change, or a new time. There's always a time and place. Just let time heal, but make sure to reflect and be truthful and honest with yourself, and just let love shower this planet, and let it shower everybody. And just like when we were there at times, I know COVID, we've seen the best and the worst, but let's focus on the best. Let's focus on the times when we came together, so our neighbors didn't feel so alone, or they didn't feel so helpless or so desperate. It's not about that. It doesn't always matter to have an opinion. An opinion is just an opinion. So sometimes we can just let that go too, and just live the way we were supposed to. I know that this life is magical. It's something mystical. I know that there's something more. So let's just try and manifest this world. Let's try and help the people that are not given the same cards as we have. Let's try and do all we can to embrace the spirit, because it's going to fill both of our cups way full, way more full than trying to get it for ourselves. There is no self in a world that we're living in with 8 billion people. There's no self. I mean, yes, we need an identity. We need our individuality. That's important, but we also need to recognize the connection, the community, the presence, and the effects that people have in our lives. And try to focus more on the good, not the bad, because we can get addicted to that kind of stuff. We can get addicted to sadness. We can get addicted to pain. We can count all our sorrows and miss the beautiful bright days. That's true. No one's immune to that. People learn and they say, oh, well, that guy's wise, or he's got wisdom. No, they got experience. They got stories. stories. They had to feel something so strong, to feel something so real. The only way that I was able to feel the things that I feel is by going through a really, really hard path. But I had the most supportive, beautiful parents in the world. They did everything they could for us. Even though we were poor, they just still, we had all the sports and never felt poor. And my grandfather had got us a piece of land. I always had that to feel freedom inside. And it's not that it was needed though. You can feel freedom just with close friends or going out to some kind of event. These things are all part of life. We just got to remember sometimes if we are a little bit too strong on the self, it's just to dial it down a little bit and remember that we're not in competition. And remember that we're not always what we say. Sometimes we're in pain, and there's always a time to change, and that everyone is capable of that. Everyone is capable. If you learn, I've ever heard of the song Amazing Grace. It's a beautiful song that's changed lives, and even today it's changing lives. And the author of that song was a slave trader that found himself and realized all the wrong that he was doing, and he wanted to make it right. And he even stopped the slave trading where they were up there. I don't know all the details, but I know the gist of the story, and it's a beautiful one. It's not just a funeral song. That's what a musician told me. He said, no, it's a song of redemption, a song of hope, a song of being connected and spiritual growth. So that's what I wanted to say in this song, and I sometimes just play my guitar because that's the way my brain works. It's like I pace when I talk because it's always on the run, and I have to learn how to try to slow it down some. But there's one thing I wanted to share today, and the song that I want to sing is for my best friend and ex-wife. I wanted to share in a general sense, but also with the real story, but I wanted to share it so that other people can understand and know that we have to wish them the best. And I don't want to hold any regret. I want to just understand where I went wrong and forgive myself, forgive the people I love, because it's all I have in this life, and it's all we're ever going to have. So let's try and live it up here, okay? Hope you enjoyed the song. It's just an improv one. I enjoyed rambling for 12 minutes. I guess I can talk in front of a camera sometimes, but not always. Usually it doesn't work that way. I just feel this connection right now today, and I just had to. I'm sitting quiet because there's a duplex and it's late, people are sleeping, but I had inspired, and I just felt this strong urge, this feeling, this emotion, this realization, because I've been going through so much hardship that also when you're going through these hardships, you also feel so strong in other ways. It's not that I ever want to be in that place. No, it's not a good place. It's really damaging on the soul, and it kind of eats away at you. But just remember, as much as we can harm ourselves, we can heal. The healing is something that we don't always focus on. We count the cigarettes, we count the beers, we count the flaws, we count the mistakes, but how often do we ever look at the things that we have done right, or the things that we've done good, or what we could do in the future, and what we can do next? That's where we should focus our attention. Look at the amazement of what we've accomplished, but realize that we have made mistakes, even as a species. We have let people slip through the cracks. We've let lives and families struggle and suffer, and we can do better. We can. I believe it, but I also know that love is true and real. I've seen the strength of people in the community coming together during hardships and everything. So let's not look at the bad and say everyone's all consumed in social media, and they're all consumed in the news, and they're all brainwashed. They don't even know what to think for themselves, because that's not true. It's a whole life of people that are just trying to live a world, and sometimes we get a little bit caught up in the motion. We get caught up in the notions and in the status quo. But just know, when you step aside and you strip yourself of your wealth, of all your belongings, and you look at yourself, then you can finally feel. That's why somebody that had all the money, they didn't have a gift, they didn't have a blessing. Sometimes it could be a curse, because they never had to struggle the same as someone else that was just trying to feed their family, or just trying to get through so they can have a home and do things that they want to do. Like, a home is important, and more people don't feel as connected to that. If they feel like they're renting, it's okay to rent, but I'm just saying, like, we gotta be connected. And there's so much more I'd love to say. Like, my brain has just never stopped. It's been hard and struggling because I self-reflect so much, and I always had to, because my insecurities, my doubts, the way that my brain worked, I just couldn't help it. It just always would do that. But there was times where I wasn't always right. No, there's lots of times I was wrong. There's times you're struggling, trying to find your place, just know it's going to be okay. Just give it time. Time will heal, but be easy on yourself. Forgive who that hurt you, because you'll free yourself. Just try and find your soul and just build your spirit up and take everything you can in this life, but don't take, just enjoy it, experience it, and give. The more we give, the more we'll get. The more we share, the more we can relate. And that's the beauty of life, like sitting by a campfire or trying to figure, like, I don't know, falling in love. What a beautiful feeling to be connected with another human being and being their support systems, each other, and trying to live this life and just share dreams together and raise a family and then watch them grow and dream. Don't we all want to let all of our kids just live in this world where they can dream together and support each other and not be consumed with materialism or things that, like brand names or things that actually don't mean anything? It was all just a bit of a lie, but I'm not trying to say that I figured it all out inside. I'm not trying to say that that's what we should focus on, because again, remember the positives. People aren't fools. People aren't what we think sometimes. Like, be careful, question it, question yourself, and look at it. I'm not going to just ramble on a bunch more now. I want to make sure I play this song because it's really important that I try and do it, because that's the feeling I had. So this is for my best friend that I had, and I won't use past tense because part of the song you're going to learn when I sing it, it's just an improvise, but I don't want to throw it all away. I don't want to throw away the good, no, because I've never been loved like that before. No one's ever given me that chance, because I'm not blaming them. It was probably my insecurities and my doubts that were kind of holding me back. I had tons of friends eventually when I figured it out and how to, get along with people, and I made a lot of good acquaintances and friends and support systems, and I've seen a lot, and I've seen people suffer like you wouldn't believe, but I've seen them get better and get through it too. I've seen the strength of the human spirit and what we can do, so I believe in you. Just know that if you don't know it, you can't find your place, fight through it, because it's going to be a better way, because that was me all my life. I fought through it. I kept going. I kept searching. I had very supportive, loving parents. It doesn't mean if you don't have that you can't make it through, that you can't do it on your own. No, you're going to have strength like you would never believe. You'll be able to relate to people that have been through what you're going through, because life recreates itself many times over. So your life is a gift, and you can give blessings to anyone you meet. You can choose to look at somebody like they're strange or angry or upset, or you can look at what they're projecting at that time and miss what's really inside. And that's sometimes what happens, and that's why in life we gotta reflect and remember to see the forest through the trees is an old saying that was wise, that was told to me by my dad, and it made a lot of sense. Or like when he told me that deterministic science versus holistic science. What's that mean? Well, it means deterministic science is like a laboratory, and anyways, we can go on forever, but holistic science is equating everything back in there: the sunlight, the oxygen, the air, the life, the biology, the people, the randomness, the chaos, but it's all organized, and there's something more. Trust me, you don't live in a life that's beautiful and magnificent and think that we're the only ones. That's just not true. There's no way we wouldn't be here today, and we have to feel these things, we have to feel pain. It's true. We can't ignore it all and live in some, I don't know, fairy tale land where it's like, oh, I'll never feel suffering and pain, and I'll never make mistakes. No, you're gonna make many, especially when you're growing up, and then hopefully you mature and get older into somebody that's taking your mistakes and your failures and only ever made it lift you up to be greater, to know what your strength is. And that, for me, if I could change a life, that's everything. I don't know why, it just made me always feel so good inside and so alive. Even though it helped me to combat all the doubt and the pain I had, it was just like, I can help somebody out. That's what I'll do. If I can't help myself, at least I'll help them. But now I have a whole new truth. I'm going to help myself, and I'm going to be even more true. And I'm going to take my music back that was gone for 10 years from my depression. I'm going to try and be the best dad, and I'm going to always wish my partner well. She's not my partner anymore, but in my mind, I'm never going to break that oath. I did when I was not well, and I said mean things, and I didn't mean to say them. My heart was not in line with my mind. It wasn't communicating well. I was under stress and I was under pressure. I'm not making excuses, because I don't think that excuses this is an amazing opportunity of growth and self-awareness. And maybe finally I can love myself the way I deserve to love myself. And I can share that in hopes that you too can do it. And you can know that you're not alone. You're not the only one. I found my words because I've only had myself to speak to for so long. But don't get me wrong, I had lots of friends. I still felt alone inside, and eventually I retreated and I went to my gardens, and I used to just stay there for years, just planting potatoes and everything you could imagine, and trying to understand soil organisms and systems and how it all works and how it plays a part in our life, because food is important. And I thought, oh wow, maybe I can make a difference there for people's lives. And there's many that are doing it already, and there's a lot that we can keep adapting and changing. But I think there's things that we let fall through the cracks while we were becoming a globalized society and all these other things. And so this is a good time. We're in a spiritual growth stage. We're at a time where we can choose to make it enlightening. We can have the most beautiful world with hopefulness, not pessimisticness, and not all this doubt. And you don't have to take it all in. Don't let it control you. Don't let it run your mind. Just remember, you're an individual inside. Remember all the strength that you have. Remember the strength that humanity had to make it to this point. We've grown as a species together. You can think about it all if you want in a big picture, an individual, it doesn't matter. It's all important. And I'm just happy that I'm able to express myself tonight and share it, because I couldn't do it any other way. And this is a response from going through, I was in the mental health hospital twice in a row in like 16 days, and there's a lot more I would say, but it's not that relevant right now. So, but just know that it came from not just the hardship though, all the good that people shared to me, all the beautiful people I've met in this world, all the people I've seen persevere through the hardest times. That's what's kept me alive inside. The love from my family, the love from my partner, her giving me a chance and finally feeling things that I never got to feel inside. It was the best time of my life. So I thank you. So here we go. I thank you for all you've done, because my life was changed for the better the day you came around. You finally loved me like I always wish someone would. I put my love out there all the time, and I always wondered why it never got brought back. Even though my friends were so kind, I just wanted love. I wanted love inside. I wanted a partner. I wanted a soulmate. I wanted to feel beautiful. I wanted to feel empowered. I wanted someone that I could care for. I wanted someone that I could love. I wanted someone that I could lift and then watch them live the best life they can. But I found when I fell down, I wasn't living that way at all. I was a different man than my heart, than my soul, than everything that I hold. I didn't have any control, and that's not an excuse. I don't take no excuse. I take full responsibility, because now I do have a whole new sense of reality ever since I went through that, and ever since you gave me a chance and you shared your life those 5 years. I'll never want to take it away. I'd do it again, but I would change some of the things that I said and some of the things that I'd done, and I would change lots of things actually, but I would never take away the beauty that I felt having you by my side. The times that I just had this strength, I could overcome anything. We were homeless and we were still living it and doing everything that we could do and cleaning many homes and doing so much. It was so unreal. You have this strength in you that I don't know if you've ever known, but your strength is shown. So I hope that for the rest of your life you won't hold the ending against me. For the rest of your life I hope that you see my heart that was living true. For the rest of your life I hope that you get everything you deserve. I hope you get all the love your dreams. If there is a way, you don't have to be with me. I'll still help you because we're always gonna have some type of relationship with our kids, and I think that we should keep it as good and healthy as possible. But most important, I think that I need to give you your space and the time that you need. But I hope that you take it and that you just run and be the best that you can be. Take all the pain from the past, let it wash away. Take all your worries and let it clear away. You're a beautiful soul. I don't know how to tell you this, but I'd love to watch you glow. I'd love to watch you glow, and I could introduce you to a new world, a new idea, a new hope. I'd love to watch you dream. It broke my heart every time I watched you fall apart. When we would lose something we were working towards, it was real hard, and I didn't know how to take it all inside. I thought I was stronger, but I've had things that didn't work out yet. I was addicted to you, I guess. We were a high, but it was real, it was something genuine. So now I'm stronger than ever before. Got lots of work left to do, and I know that's true, but I wanna thank you, my dear. Please don't hold the pain against me. Don't hold it inside, just love yourself like you deserve. I think that you changed my life. It was real hard the last couple months. I wasn't even sure if I'd make it out. So if someone else is there and is struggling, don't give up, just wait for the beautiful times to come. There's lots of good in this world, there's lots to go for. We can make a difference, we can be the change. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be anything. Just a small gesture is all you need. Open the door at times, wish someone well and encourage their goals. Let them run in, we're not in competition. I just want to make that clear, because sometimes I felt like I was, and I'm just being honest. I didn't have anything to hide. I know who I am, I know my struggles, and I know the things that I have to face. I know my mistakes because I reflect them every day. So I'm not trying to hide anything, I just want to sing true and real. I just want to sing from my heart, from my soul, from my spirit and experiences. I just want to let it ring out like this. Just something natural, something with a little bit of bliss. Oh, thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for sharing your heart. Thank you for spending those times in the gardens and all the jam hunting we do. This life was a big grand mystery for us. It was all just one big adventure, but we lost ourselves somewhere when we were trying to face our struggles. And I lost myself way more. A mental illness came to the front, became apparent, and it rode over my sense of bearing. My awareness was no longer there. So strange, sometimes you can feel so low, and then a week later you can have so much to say and go. That's the way this life is, so don't give up, don't, it's not your time, no, we don't have that right, please, don't let it be your ending. Fight on through, cause you're gonna come with way more truth than you ever had. If you just try and reflect the way that we should have had, just don't be too hard on yourself, there is always a way to forgive. Just look at the story of Amazing Grace, that song still changes lives today. He was a slave trader that was converted. He realized all his wrongs, and then he wanted to try to make them right. So he wrote a song, and he stopped the slave trade that day. It was sometime he found the meaning of life. And I hope that all of you can find it, because we're all gonna live so much better together if we can just be real true, be real honest, learn to forgive ourselves and others, learn to build community and family too. Doesn't have to be blood, it can be anyone that you meet that tries to lift your soul. Just remember, we're all brothers and sisters in this world. We're all family, we're sharing this experience of life that we call course or a lesson for someone else that had a bunch of it, had it all. They had anything they wanted to do, but they didn't have the challenge, it's true. So eventually they still had to face themselves, because they're still going to get into relationships and other things and have to still face purpose of life and all these other deep questions. And when they ran up against it, they didn't quite have the skill sets, because they lived a life that was a little bit privileged, that we call. But what is privileged? Everything can be questioned, and everything, there's a paradox in it all. And just remember, just be true to your heart and just believe in yourself. Don't let anyone take that out. And if they do, don't hold it against them. Don't hold on to that pain. Don't hold on to their torment. They're not actually what they're trying to say and do. They're just confused. That's it. We're all just human in this world. We really want to make it better. Just look at the good we've done. Just look at the times that were fun. Doesn't mean to forget the hard times, because that's all part of life, don't you know? Yeah, we all know it's true. I know that. I hope this song comes true. I kind of got off a little bit on my subject, so let's get back to it. I want to sing about love and when it ends, and wishing them the best, because what it's truly explaining is this experience of life. There's another soul that you shared it with. You don't have that right to take it away or to control them or try and make it about us. No, that's not what it's about. You want to lift them. You want to see them grow. You want to see them prosper, just like you want to see your kids do. That's what you want to do with your lovers too. There's no other way. Trust me, if you're living a different way, then just go seek some help. There's nothing wrong with counseling. There's nothing wrong with a mental health facility to try and help you get stronger so that you can finally feel the beauty of real love and real compassion and empathy, and you can finally break yourself free of maybe some of the things that people put on you, some of the struggles you have to go through. We don't all have the same cards. We're not given the same life. I understand. Sometimes it's not right. I know that we have to struggle at times, and I know that a thief isn't always a thief. Sometimes they don't have any choice. There's a lot of things that we can look at with a compassionate heart and understand that there's something we can do to make a difference. We can all come together. We could all change the weather. We can all come together, then realize that all we need is good people in our lives, and campfires, and maybe by the lake or cottage or camping or anything, like playing sports or just doing a fun game. It's just, that's what we're here to do. That's what this life was about, was us to discover ourselves and the truth of love. Love is real, love is strong, love is powerful, love is all you ever needed. Love will help you to forgive yourself, love will help you forgive others, love will give you all the answers that you needed. So just keep doing good deeds for others until it's a natural habit in your mind, because that's what I did to try and survive all the negativity I felt inside, all the insecurities and the pain I seen in others. I just have to keep on giving, but I was never perfect, no. Near the end, with my partner for 5 years, I was belligerent and I was rude, but I wasn't even myself during that day. I was completely on loose, and I feel bad, so I'm just trying to share that with you so that you know that it's okay to make mistakes. It's how we change them and how we choose to learn. It's our self-reflection that'll make our day. And I want you to have this world. Oh, I want you to get all the blessings. I want you to accomplish everything that you want. I want you to hurt to heal. Oh, I want you to connect with others to find new purpose and to find the meaning. And I hope that through this conversation that it made a difference to strengthen what you already believed inside. That's why you feel it. That's why you feel it too. It's because you already knew it. You already felt that feeling, and that's why we connect. That's why music is so beautiful. It's so natural. It's like art. It's just like an expression. It's the human life in a second. So maybe not now. I'm singing this song, and this is not really maybe a song, but this is how I want to go along. When I play the guitar, it eases my mind. It helps me to find the words and everything else inside. I've never been able to express myself so freely until I went through so much turmoil. But don't worry, it wasn't the turmoil that gave me the strength. It was all the love from people that I met and I gave. That's what gave me the strength. Yeah, and I had really good parents. They loved me every day, and they tried their hardest best and always do the best. We never felt poor even though we didn't have much money and we couldn't have all the brand name clothes or things like that. I eventually realized that that doesn't mean anything. It's not who I am. It's not at the end of the day what I'm going to feel great about. No, don't get me wrong. If you like cars and you have a really nice car, be proud of that. Be happy because that's something that you really enjoy, and that's maybe something that you hold with something else, another close person in your life, and it has meaning to you. So, like, I'm not trying to say that materialistic things are all bad, but just try to put it into perspective and make sure that we have a clear head on why and where and what. And just be true to yourself, because sometimes we're all lost, and we sometimes get used and abused, and we fall in and out. Some people don't even have really good parents or none at all, and it's sad, but it doesn't mean that they're hopeless or no. It just means that they need that much more people to see the beauty and the light. They need all the chance just so they can make it out all right. You gotta understand that there's lots of good and there's lots of bad, and we gotta try and figure it out. And I think that I have. It's just deep down in our souls. We gotta be honest with ourselves and let it out. We gotta realize why we're here. We gotta realize the mystery and be happy with it and accept it and embrace it, because it's beautiful. The stars that go on forever and the planets that we never know. There's billions and millions of planets, more than even brain cells that we have. Just remember that. Just remember. Oh, here's I messed up a chord, sorry, but just remember that it's a big, big world out there. Yeah, it's a big, big world out there. It's a big, big world out there. So please don't pull out all your hair. It's gonna get better in time. I hope that you listen to my rhyme and that it made you feel that there's still good out there. If you're feeling like the world is all gone wrong, don't hold back, because it's not true. It's just a little bit of an illusion that we see. Because trust me, the love is there. It's sparkling and true. And sometimes when we're under stress and pressure, that's when we act in strange ways. And we do things that's not really even right in our brain. And we know our heart is telling us, no, this isn't right. But we avoid it. And then eventually that becomes a habit. We gotta break it. We gotta change it. And trust me, if you've done a lot of wrong in your life, that's okay. Because once you finally get through it, you're gonna have more strength to change lives that you never believed. You're gonna have this inner purpose that's never going to leave. And you're gonna find bliss and enjoyment like you can never believe. You'll feel these emotions and these feelings inside, and you're just gonna understand and know no one's ever gonna take that away from you again. Never. It wasn't you didn't have a chance early on in life, but that's okay. Don't let that be your story. Not today, no. Take it all and walk on through this life. Just love yourself, forgive others, and forgive all the wrong. Cause there's gonna come a time when we could all just sing a song. It's a big, big world out there. 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 Now I'm gonna try and sing a song that I originally wanted to, but I got distracted when I was talking about life. It's true. Sometimes when I have a guitar in my hand, and lately when I've been going through all the things that I've been going through in my mental health and at the hospital, my brain's been going non-stop, so sometimes I have to let it out. Why not just do it honestly and share? I'm not sure if everyone's going to be able to make it through all this. Maybe it's only more meaningful to me and not less meaningful to them. I don't know. I'm not too sure, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to do it anyways, because there might just be one person that will change. Somebody that will understand and say, you know what, I think I feel the same. I think I understand now. And I think I can make tomorrow a better day, and I think I will, because I have this hope and I have this will. And I'm not looking at Johnny and his strength. No, you're looking at yourself and your life and what you've been. You're looking at your hardships and your traumas. You're forgiving your younger self or anything, even your older self. You're understanding maybe where it all came from. You're going to come to terms, but don't be scared to reach out, because we can't all do it alone. It takes time to heal the hurt. We need to reach out at times. We need the support. Don't try and do it on your own. Please don't give up. was not the pain that brought it up inside. It was the love in your heart, and the love that you've seen, maybe from teachers and other people and friends and people that gave a shit about you. People that gave you hope, gave you a home, gave you food, gave you things that you might need. And if you never got that, don't give up, because the more you put yourself out there and you keep honest and true like this, it's going to come around, trust me. Just try and get past the things that are holding you down. I know we don't all have the same cards when we started, but we can choose the ending. I just want to find my purpose. I think I did through the darkness. I found my reasons. I also found it through the love, like I said. I want to lift people up. I want to sing about spirit and soul. I want to do it all, yeah, I know. I wanted to be rich one day, I thought too, because I thought it would make, all my other dreams come true. And I thought it would be a lot easier than to live instead of being on this race of go, 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 go. But I didn't want to live in that anymore, so I can still go, 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 but count my blessings, like my kids or the friends or the things that I could do to make my life better. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm not alone. We need to do it together. If you feel someone else's cup, you'll fill yours up twice as much, and it will make you feel that much better, and it will give us hope. We gotta learn how to bridge the gaps, gotta get back to what gave us the strength. This human spirit is special, the human experience is something unreal. So I wanna wish my ex-wife the best, because she got these kids and she changed my life. She gave me love where no one would. It's not their fault, I think maybe I had something to do with that. I had lots of friends that I just didn't have. I had so much insecurities, and I don't think I ever showed it. It was all inside of me. I try to, maybe battle that a bit, but just keep doing good things for people to convince myself, like, I'm a good person. I don't know why I'm suffering so much, but it's just something I had to go through, because maybe there's something new that I had the strength and the ability to share it too, because we all need a reminder. Sometimes we need that reflection. Sometimes it just reminds us that we're not alone. And I don't want to just show strength and how awesome I am or cool. I know like people like me because I was kind, and I just like to socialize, but I didn't want to ever be idolized. I never liked that feeling. Even if I was a musician or a songwriter, I never wanted people to like idolize me. I wanted them to believe in themselves when they looked at me. I wanted them to feel the pureness of love, and I wanted them to know that they could trust me. But I also wanted them to know that I made many mistakes. So if you have, it's okay. This isn't the end. Please don't give up just yet. The best is yet to come. I know sometimes it's hard to be optimistic, and you think that's just something that people that don't have less to deal with say, but it's not true. It's okay. You're going to make it through, and you're going to have a strength that you never had before. And then you'll also be able to change lives, just if you really wanted to. It's not that you have to. The number one thing that I realize now is that I gotta give myself love. I gotta learn self-love more than I ever did before. And sure, it helped by giving good love to others and sharing all I could, but it was more about honesty and reflection and learning my mistakes. So here's my song finally after 45 minutes of rambling on about things that I think are important in this life, things that have always been on my mind. I got a racing brain, but you know what? I kind of love it. It's a love-hate relationship at times, but I just learned to accept it. This is just part of who I am. So I'm Johnny Slack, and I hope you enjoy my music, and I'm gonna keep on sharing as much as I can. And this time I'm never gonna let it go. I'm just gonna keep on singing with my soul, and I'm gonna keep on singing with my spirit. I'm gonna keep on connecting with people. And every chance that I get to lift someone else up, I'm gonna take it, because that's all I need to do in this world. If I make my neighbors happy, then I guess, it's going to be a beautiful life. My neighbors could even be nice to my kids one day, or if I wasn't around. It's a beautiful world that they get to share and play and live in. Not one that's built on who can get the most, who can have all the stuff, who can have the popularities and everything else, because we already know that that is not what living is all about. We have to not worry so much, but remember, love is strong everywhere. We just gotta awaken it. Take some time, that's true. Thank you very much. I don't know if you made it through this far. My guitar playing I just played naturally to have my thoughts move, and I try to improvise it like, you know, like a rapper would do. But anyways, I gotta go to bed now. Just know that